Okay, you wanted it, I'm doing it. We are going to do the floral now to match the courtly check that I did in these cups. And this is going to be easier because I'm not having to match really anything here like I did. I wanted to try to match the checks the best I could with the other. So we're just going to do exactly what we did with the courtly check on these cups. Okay. Move one out of the way. Okay, so now we're just going to see how we want this. And I think I want that on the bottom though, the courtly check. Because I'll do the gold rim around here. Now this time, remember, I'm using the napkin where before I was using the tissue paper. So this is going to be a little bit different because of the shape of the cup. Kind of goes at an angle. Let's do this because I like that look, you know. So here we go again, guys. Here we go with the floral. A lot of you wanted me to do the floral. So here we go. Like I told you, the tissue paper is a little bit more forgiving, meaning you can kind of move it around more. Once this gets stuck down, it's pretty well stuck down. So you got to kind of make sure, as you can see there, do you see the 2-ply stuck to it? A lot more finicky, if you will. It'll work, you just got to work with it a little bit more. And I didn't want to worry about piecing so much, but I don't think that's going to work. I think I'm going to end up having to piece. Well, the only thing we can do is try, right? What I'm going to try, I'm going to try cutting this and putting just the bottom part on first. And see how that works. And it does work better, so let's do it this way. You can always piece it, it's no big deal. Yep, that's the way to do it, is to cut it off. And then it lays a lot better. A lot better. And then you can just piece your other part. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? Do you see why I'm going to all this trouble with this cup? Is by cutting that little part off, I'm able to still keep the courtly check here and Mackenzie child down here. And then I can piece together the flowers. It's no big deal. just going to put this on and let the cards fall where they may. But I will tell you right now, the napkin is a lot different than the tissue paper. I prefer working with the tissue paper because you can move it around a lot easier, as you saw. And I wanted you to see the napkin falls apart pretty easy. I want to match the flower up as best I can. Okay. Kind of like doing wallpaper, if you've ever done wallpaper. Okay, so what I did is I just matched another piece of napkin to this flower, laid it on top so it's the same. And then instead of cutting this, I'm just going to come in and find another part that looks similar, but with these flowers it's pretty easy because, you know, there's just all different flowers going on. Okay. Yep. As you can see, I am piecing this. And what my main focus was is I wanted it to be the same on the back. You see where the courtly check is here? And then I brought it over here. So I just had to overlap a little bit. And now I'm going to piece a little bit of floral down in here. You're just going in between this courtly check because I don't want that covered. Okay. Now let's go down in here. Okay, so I've got all the floral around the cup. Now all I have to do, and I don't even have to cut down here because it laid really well at the bottom, which I'm happy for. I would rather cut up here because I wanted that courtly check to be nice all the way around. So now I'm just going to cut around here and then take the gold pen and put the gold rim like we did the other cups. So I'm going to cut this and just smooth it up, and then we'll put the gold pen to the top. Okay, so now we're going to put the gold rim, and I'm just using again the Craft Smart from Hobby Lobby. It's a gold paint pen. Pretty. Okay, I'm going to start the other one and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, with this one I just put on a piece of napkin. I mean, there's even a tear in it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to piece flowers to it. And I don't have the courtly check going all the way around. It'll be a little bit different than the first one. Use the double ply, you know, the two white pieces, it's much easier to seam, you know, because you can see the flowers through it, whereas if you had the 2-ply on here, you wouldn't see them as much. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you're doing. For me, right now, it's a good thing. Okay. Okay, so what I did is I just came around with a little bit more napkin for the courtly check here, and now I'm going inside of the handle and just this little part that doesn't have a flower. I think I will that's what I did. Okay. See how I went around? With this one, I wanted both of the courtly checks in it. This one I did a little bit different, so it's no big deal. And I love working with cups because you can put your hand in it and you don't have to worry about touching it. This one was real easy to go around the handle. It just depends on the pattern and what you want to show and how you want it to match. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and cut the top and get it ready to do our gold pen, and then we'll put this together with all the other things we've made so far. Okay, we're ready to put the gold pen to use. Here we are. And here are the other 2 cups, and I did this with the Mackenzie child napkin as well. And I've had these napkins for about a year, and I'm finally, well, actually the courtly check is tissue paper, and the floral cups are the napkins from Mackenzie child. But I think it looks pretty cute. What do you think? Guys, stick with me. We will be doing more Mackenzie child inspired DIYs that cost next to nothing. Until we get together again, remember the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. Talk to you soon. Bye.